Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Haydog, the host for the Teammate Fantasy Football Show, and today we are going over 7 must-add players. We're going to go over wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, tight ends, and I'm just going to say it out loud, go pick up the Falcons defense. Just going to go over it real quick. Go pick up the Falcons defense. That if you are streaming a defense, that is the one you want. Panthers, that offense is going to be terrible, but that Falcons defensive rush is good. And I mean, I know I'm a Falcons fan, don't get me wrong, but they put up I want to say 21 fantasy football points this week against the Vikings. Go pick up that Falcons. This is a great streaming defense this week. Go grab them. Okay, but just real quick, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check out the shirt, boys. We got the Super Tommy shirt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts. Love to brag about it. But, all right, guys, let's get into the video. All right, the first guy I want to go over, wide receiver Troy Franklin for the Broncos. So, this one's tough, just strictly due to the fact that Cortland Sutton only had 1 catch and 4 targets, which in this Broncos offense you don't see very often. But I just felt like the Broncos were kind of off their game. But still, in 2 weeks, Troy Franklin has 15 targets, 12 catches for 133 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, I'm not saying that this is a wide receiver 1, but I will say that this is going to be a very nice flex option for you week by week, especially going against the Chargers. The Chargers like to shut down wide receiver 1, and Troy Franklin is clearly wide receiver 2, who seem to feast in Chargers or against the Chargers. So this is a great pickup. I don't mind spending. I'd probably say honestly like 8 to 15% of your fab. He's going to be a good flex, and for me, a good flex is worth spending some of your fab. So Troy Franklin's wide receiver number 1. Wide receiver number 2 is going to be Wan'Dale Robinson. All right, so this one is also, I feel like, a little bit misconstrued, just strictly due to the fact that the Giants had to throw a shit ton just to keep up with the Cowboys, and they still come up short. Now they go against the Chiefs defense that is very, very good. This is probably not the best situation for Wan'Dale Robinson going into this week. I mean, they still have him projected at 5.5 targets, 4 catches for 38 yards. I mean, in 2 weeks, he has 18 targets. He has 14 catches for 197 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, mind you, that was literally last week. Last week, he ends up having, what was it? 142 yards, which is absolutely crazy. For me, guys, Wan'Dale Robinson is going to be a week by week flex option, not a everyday going to be your wide receiver 2, 3 kind of thing. I think it's going to like his matchup is going to be dictated by it. Now, if you think that the Chiefs versus Giants is going to be a shootout, then yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson is your your good opinion. Then yeah, it's a great flex. But to be honest, this is going to be a very boring game. I could see it very much. Chiefs end up having time of possession for 25 minutes, and they're just chewing clock, run, dump off, run, dump off. Slows down the Giants defense, or slows down the Giants offense, sorry. And then Cam Scatterbo kind of starts getting fed a little bit more, nickel and dime. This Chiefs defense is really good, really, really good. And if you just saw that Eagles game, it's tempo, 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 and that's all they care about. They just want it to be nice, slow and steady tempo, and just control the clock. So for me, the Chiefs win this game, which may mean that Wan'Dale Robinson gets more catches because of they need to play keep up. But in my opinion, I'd probably spend 5 to 8% of your fab. Like, for me, for our league, it's 100. We have 100 fab to start off the season. So yeah, 5 to 8, nothing too crazy, but not a bad one. But let's get into these running backs. Number 1, Jeremy McNichols. This is a guy that, I mean, realistically, I get it. Everybody's hyped up on Bill or Ja'Cory Cross-Get Merritt. Don't forget, he's still a rookie. Don't forget, he's going to have growing pains. The experienced running back is Jeremy McNichols in this backfield. He is going to 7.8, don't get me wrong. This isn't going to be a short-term answer. This isn't going to be, oh, he's going to blow up because, it's a rookie. But he's going to put up points. Absolutely, he's going to put up points. And I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the back that scores the touchdowns for a little while. Now, right now, he only is getting 4 carries for 25 yards, but that's also because this was the first week. He actually didn't even score any yards last week, but this is going to be the guy that third down, Like I said, don't get me wrong. Bill is a good running back, maybe even great. He needs time to learn, though. McNichols might be the guy that, if Bill's missing some blocks, that is not freeing up Jaden Daniels, all this kind of stuff. It's just rookie stuff, guys. Rookie stuff that he hasn't adjusted to, that he doesn't know that he needs to do. And I just personally think that you kind of have to pick up the backup or, maybe even starter. And like I said, this isn't going to be a permanent answer. If Bill becomes the RB1, then you kind of stash him, and maybe if Bill gets hurt, who knows? I never like to say if people get hurt, but not a bad bench stash for a running back option. Like I said, maybe 8% of your fab, nothing too crazy, but enough to make it to where you have a good backup option for running backs. And running backs are kind of scarce this season, guys, especially because they're dropping like flies. Now, this one, guys, I'm pretty sure most of your guys' league mates already picked him up, but I'm not going to go over him too long. But Byshell Tootin, this is a guy you have to go get. If he is on your waiver wire, this is one that you spend a ton on. And like I said, he shouldn't even be on your waiver wire at this point. But I did want to go over him real quick. I mean, he only has 11 carries for 53 yards on the season. He has 2 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. I mean, realistically, go drop like 12 to 18% of your fab right here. He's going to be a good, if you needed a flex option and he's on there, this is a great flex option. This Jags offense looks like they have no identity. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to do with Travis Hunter. They don't know what they want to do with BTJ. Realistically, if he's still on your waiver wire, make sure you go and get this guy. Like I said, I'm not going to go over this guy for too long, but go get him. He needs to be on somebody's roster. Next, we have Cam Scatabo. Realistically, I feel like he should be on everybody's roster, or at least rostered on everybody's league. You never know. This is a guy, he is RB1 now. RB1, he outsnapped Tyron Tracy. He is going to be the RB1. Going against the Chiefs this week, though, just a heads up, because he is going to... That Chiefs defense does not like to give up too many run plays. Don't get me wrong, the Eagles put up some decent numbers against them. That's probably one of the best running offenses in the league. And the Chiefs still held their own. And now they're going to go against the Giants. Probably a bad matchup for Cam, but realistically, just go and get him. He is the guy. He is the guy you want in your backfield 100%. Go and get him. He might end up being your RB2 or 1, depending on your RB situation. So go get you Cam Scatabo and spend a decent amount of fab. He's also in the same boat as Byshell Tootin, that he should be rostered, but if he's not, go and spend some decent amount of fab. This is like a 15 to 20% fab. Same with Byshell Tootin. Byshell Tootin at least is, RB2, which, kind of is a little bit less. That's why I'm kind of saying Byshell Tootin should be like 12 to 15. But Cam Scatabo, RB1 in New York's offense. Go and get him, and hopefully it's not rostered, because this would be a huge pickup. Next, on to the quarterback, Daniel Jones. Guys, I mean, what the hell? What is going on in the NFL that Daniel Jones is a must pickup? He is balling out, guys. Balling out. He has 588 yards, 2 touchdowns, interceptions. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns on this season, which is really pissing me off because I have Jonathan Taylor. But, guys, the Titans, this matchup is ugly. I'm not a fan of it. But, if you need a quarterback against the Titans defense, who, they're good. They're not great. And Daniel Jones is slinging that rock pretty good, pretty accurately. This is a quarterback, even if you want to just stash him for better weeks, this is a great quarterback option. He's getting scrambling touchdowns. He's throwing a decent amount. He has 63 attempts in 2 weeks, 588 passing yards, which isn't crazy, but it's still good. Only 2 passing touchdowns, but like I said, those 3 rushing touchdowns are just so massive. 26 yards for scrambling, he's not going to absolutely carry your team, but he's also not going to lose your matchup. You get quarterbacks that are getting 9 points. Daniel Jones seems like he can consistently go and get you 15 to 20, and I'm okay with that. As a starting quarterback, especially if you went late round quarterback, you need a quarterback to replace Joe Burrow. You need a quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, Justin Fields. So many quarterbacks dropped this week. So Daniel Jones would be my pickup for sure. along with Jake Browning, guys. Now, this guy is a dude that can, I mean, he's not very good. I mean, he threw 3 interceptions. Let's look. He had 32 attempts, 241 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I mean, and a rushing touchdown. Mind you, that was a weird matchup. It was a very weird game, and he kind of got thrown into it. You know, nobody really expected him to come in, especially with the toe injury to Joe Burrow, which just blows my mind. But they have so many offensive weapons. He's going to be slinging the rock. There's no way that they're going to be like, oh, we're just going to live and die through Chase Brown. This is the quarterback that I would want for fantasy just because it is very boom or bust. Now, mind you, I have heard rumors that the Bengals are trying to trade for Jameis Winston, so just keep that in mind. Don't know if that's going to happen or if it could happen, but this dude's going to put up some fantasy points strictly due to the fact, especially against the Vikings, who just got dissected by Michael Penix and no touchdown. I mean, he didn't get any throwing touchdowns, but when the Falcons needed a first down or they needed a bigger play, it was open almost all day long. And now you got a Vikings defense who's going against Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all these guys, just pure talent across the board. Yeah. I mean, realistically, if you want a boom or bust, if you want to take a gamble instead of taking the surefire way for Daniel Jones, who's going to just get you decent points, and Jake Browning, who could get you maybe even 30 points at quarterback position, yeah. Jake Browning is definitely a way higher ceiling, but a way lower floor. And I'm okay with that. If you want to gamble, bro, show off your plums. Let your balls hang. But, all right, then let's get to my tight end, and that'll be it, guys. Next, if you need a tight ends have been a roller coaster ride. They always are. That's how freaking fantasy football works every year. You draft a great tight end, and you just end up, or by week 3, you're like, I need to find somebody else. Like, you're probably going to keep starting your starting tight end, but you're going to go grab somebody for your bench, which is Zach Ertz. It makes the most sense, guys. I mean, 12 targets, 9 receptions, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. He doesn't have 2 drops on the season, which is actually very interesting for Zach Ertz. Mind you, if you see those drops, he's getting thrown into some hospital balls by Daniels. But, so Daniels is hurt. I don't know how long, if he's going to be out or if it's just, a day-to-day kind of thing. He is looking, Daniels is really looking. 12 targets in 2 weeks. Take that all day long from my tight end. All day long. Realistically, this is another guy that you could even flex if you wanted to. Even flex. But he's going to go get you, at very minimum, 8 points. So, for me, this is a really good pickup, especially if you've got a struggling tight end. You guys need to go pick up somebody, at least for a backup. Go see if this will work out. Maybe bench that guy. I know you spent draft capital on him. Maybe bench that tight end. I know it's so hard because I'm in the same boat because I have Sam Laporta. Just go look for other options. I also picked up Loveland, who I'm about to drop this week because there's no point in keeping a Bears player besides Rome Odunze and DJ Moore. It's questionable. I don't like that. I don't like the Bears offense. I don't know why I picked him up. I wasted a spot on that. But it is very to the point where we're getting to, you start off 0-3, which I am 0-2 in the league that I go over, the Teammate Fantasy one. Unfortunately, I started off 0-2. I lost by 12, I think. So I lost by 5 and 12. Breaks my heart. But we are at the point in the season that you can't hold on to people because if you go 0-3, 0-4, that kind of stuff, it's almost damn near impossible to get back. Unless you have a great waiver wire pickup, which I hope some of these guys end up being that for you. But on that note, guys, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Hit that noti bell so you know when I post. But on that note, guys, I'm out of here. Deuces.